China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi has wrapped up a high-stakes two-day visit to Delhi, during which both sides agreed to reopen border trade at Lipu Lake, Shipkila and Nathula while addressing de-escalation along the line of actual control. He also pledged to collaborate on rare earths, fertilizers and critical infrastructure, all against a backdrop of the US tariff pressure. Now, External Affairs Minister S. Shankar is in Moscow for the 26th India-Russia Commission, deepening strategic and economic ties from enhanced trade frameworks to defense and energy cooperation, as New Delhi asserts its autonomy amidst Trump-era tariffs. So, are these sequential engagements with Beijing and Moscow India's calculated balancing act amidst Washington's rising pressure? Let's start off our conversation. Joining me on the telecast is Alexei Kupriyanov. He is the head of Center of the Indo-Pacific Region, Institute of World Economy and International Relations of the Russian Academy of Sciences. Thank you for joining me. And my first question to you about this visit that is being made by External Affairs Minister S. Shankar to Moscow. He will be there up until 21st of August. What are the key takeaways that are expected from this visit?
Well, this morning we met with Mr. Shankar as part of a group of Russian experts specializing on various areas of foreign policy. So unfortunately, since the Chatham House rule was in effect, I cannot talk about everything, but I can say that discussion was about how India sees itself in the world, how it reacts, and how it tends to react to various challenges and threats, and what bilateral projects we can implement. I think the same themes will be in focus of Mr. Shankar discussion with Mr. Lavrov and Mr. Mantrov.
Right, absolutely. How do you view the state of affairs, particularly after the Alaska summit that has taken place and the meeting between President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin? And of course, there was today a press conference that was held by the Russian embassy here in India, speaking about these secondary tariffs that have been imposed by the American administration on India for buying Russian oil, calling these tariffs to be unjustified and unwarranted, and Russia continuing to support India and will never impose tariffs, will continue to provide oil supplies to India even at discounted rates.
Well, we think that this tariffs is just pretext to press on India about the opening of Indian market to American, in fact, to American economy. And so in our cooperation, we think the economy is in foreground because our cooperation over the past 35 years resembled a stool with two legs, in fact, because political and cultural were quite developed, but third leg, the economic one, was missing. And now we have found ourselves in an unexpected situation where this third leg has suddenly grown. And so now we are deeply interested in raising our economic cooperation and to the level, so we are deeply interested in increasing our cooperation with India on economic fields, but I'm afraid that even if India stops buying Russian oil, it will not lead to stops of tariff war between India and United States, because, as I said before, in fact, from our point of view, it's just a pretext.
Right, absolutely, and looking forward to that SCO summit that is taking place later this month, it is expected that President Putin will be holding a bilateral with Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the sidelines. What can be the areas of convergence and talks that are going to be held between the two leaders? What do you expect?
I think it could be a common position between SCO countries in defense against this American pressure, because now not only Russia and not only China, but India as well is under this pressure. And so in cooperative way, we can defend ourselves more successfully.